Do you find yourself running to the bathroom all day long? Or waking up several times a night just to pee? If you go more than 8 times a day and more than once a night, you're probably experiencing frequent urination. Frequent urination is a common condition among older adults, although it can affect people of all ages. Many people who have frequent urination also have overactive bladder, a condition in which you get an overwhelming urge to go to pee that comes on suddenly and is difficult to control. When it happens, urine may leak out if you don't get to the bathroom fast enough. Experts at the Urology Care Foundation state that as many as 30% of men and 40% of women experience it at least sometimes. Frequent urination isn't harmful in and of itself, but it can be embarrassing and annoying, especially if that gotta-go feeling is keeping you from doing activities you enjoy, such as taking long trips or hiking. On the other hand, if you wake up a lot to pee during the night, you might not sleep enough, and disturbed sleep has been linked to health conditions, including diabetes, heart disease, and dementia. Frequent urination can be a sign of a more serious condition, such as diabetes, a urinary tract infection, interstitial cystitis, or an enlarged prostate. It can also be a side effect of some medications, particularly diuretics. Sometimes simply changing how and when you take your medications can make a big difference, Braxton says. Even if there's no underlying condition causing your pee problem, that doesn't mean you have to live with it. Discover in this video some steps you can take in consideration if you want to reduce your need to pee all the time. Number 1. Drink water wisely. If you drink a lot of water during the day, cutting back can significantly reduce urination frequency. If you are a person who is working outside and sweating, you probably need to drink more water than the average quantity many people do. But a person who sits at a desk all day probably needs much less than that. It is recommended not to drink too much fluid. However, if you don't drink enough fluids, it can also trigger more trips to the bathroom. It may sound counterintuitive, but urine is made up of waste products and it's very irritating to the body. The more concentrated your urine is, the more irritating it is, and that gives you the urge to go. If you are asking how much fluid you should drink, it's best to let your thirst guide you, but aim for a minimum of 4 ounces of fluid a day, which is about 5 glasses. Your urine color should be light to medium yellow. Number 2. Change your diet. Giving up foods and drinks that are known to cause bladder problems can help you urinate less often. Perhaps the most well-known culprit is coffee. Many studies suggest that people who drank 2 cups of coffee a day were 72% more likely to have bladder problems, including frequent urination and leakage. Other known bladder irritants include alcohol, caffeine, spicy foods, high-acid foods such as citrus and tomatoes, chocolate, artificial sweeteners, carbonated beverages, and unsweetened seltzer water. Number 3. Get out of the habit of going just in case. Going to the bathroom before you feel the urge can actually worsen urination frequency. It happens because most people start to feel the sensation that their bladder is full about 10 to 15 minutes before they really need to go. If you routinely go before the sensation kicks in, the nerves in your bladder will adapt over time and start signaling your brain that you need to go sooner. When your bladder is half full, you'll start to have the same sensation you used to have when it was 3/4 full, and that line of capacity drops down. Number 4. Try to hold off when you feel the urge. One of the most effective strategies to reduce your need to pee all the time is to hold off for as long as possible after you first feel the urge. However, experts notice that holding your pee for extended amounts of time of 5 hours or more on a regular basis is not good for you either. If you keep doing that, it may increase your risk of a urinary tract infection or incontinence, or indicate that you're dehydrated. Sitting down can help you hold off when you have to go because it places pressure on the pudendal nerve, which causes a reflex quieting of the bladder. Contracting your pelvic floor muscles or doing a Kegel also calms the bladder and can make it easier to wait. When practicing this technique, you can take big, slow, deep breaths, then close your eyes, contract your pelvic floor muscles, and consciously tell your bladder to calm down. It can be effective for you if you do it with conviction. Number 5. Set a bathroom schedule. One of the best techniques that help you to get more control is to practice a behavioral therapy called timed voiding. To do it, track how often you go to the bathroom, then set a schedule that adds 10 or 15 minutes to the interval between toilet breaks. For example, if you typically urinate every 45 minutes, try to go every hour. Follow the schedule even if you don't feel like you have to go. After a week, add another 15 minutes. Keep increasing the interval gradually until you can last at least 2 hours between bathroom visits. If you're peeing too much and it bothers you and keeps you from doing things you want to do, you should find a solution to it. So, practicing these techniques can be an effective way to treat your urination frequency. If you are still struggling with frequent urination after making lifestyle changes listed above, you should see your care provider. That's it for the video today, and I hope you got value from it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so that you never miss out on any new informative video uploaded. Remember, your health is your priority. I'll see you in the next informative episode.